Hey, it's Casino Mike. When it comes to money back, have you ever had a really good money back percentage? When you shop, especially when you're out traveling, because you're not at your usual stores, but you want to get a decent money back on what you're spending. Sometimes at the hotel, and what you went through with your credit card. The credit card usually offers these shopping rewards. And the banks have these credit cards, or an organization of some type has, some type of financial institution has it. But their whole thing is to get you shopping more, even going on trips and everything, so that when they give you some money back, it encourages you to keep spending. But their percentage is usually 1 to 2 to 3%. How is that an encouragement? Are there better deals out there? Actually, there are, but a lot of people deal with the major companies and figure that's all they're going to get. They don't look into it. What if there was something like that? Let me tell you first why money back guarantee, or why money back period in purchasing to encourage you to shop more takes place. All right, it's a negotiation. That's what it is. I knew somebody that he had a different way of negotiating. He would go into a restaurant, eat there, and then go, I don't feel well. Or he'd go to a buffet and he'd say, can I get a doggy bag? Or he would ask if he could take a cup of coffee out. Yeah, if he could just take it with him. And of course you can't, you're in a restaurant. But it's how he had to negotiate. Another guy I knew would go in to get his taxes done, and he would bring in an entire box of donuts to give to the staff there. Now, they would do his taxes for less, not because he brought them donuts. He thought that was the whole deal. No, they knew he didn't have much money, so they didn't charge him as much. That's what they did with him. He didn't have that much money. So that was his negotiation, was bringing in donuts, and they went ahead and played that out. And there's others, I mean, so many cases where it's a negotiation. Now, what kills me now is there used to be a really great thing with some of these stores where, even the big chain stores, where you could go in there. Now, I'm talking about like department stores. You go in there and you have something that was, put at a certain size, and that's what you fit in, and it turned out it wasn't that size. It was marked as the size that's not your size. It was too tight or too big. Well, you were able to go in there and exchange it, or if you had damaged goods, you could go in and exchange it. You know what they do now? I just found this out. They say, well, we can't have you just trade it anymore. You have to do a return charge, which the money's returned back to your credit card, and then you have to charge again on the other item, the one you're going to get for the one you returned. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of, but that's what they do now, because that way, I don't know. I don't know why they do it that way. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what they do. So when it comes to getting money back, you want to get the best deal. You don't want to have to play some game. You just want to have something where it's set to where when you purchase something and they say you'll get this much off, that's what you want. You don't want this thing where you have to haggle, all right, which a number of people do. You do not want to have to go in there and say, I have to go through this, exchange of charges. you want everything set out there to where if you return something, all right, then I'll tell you that the way it sounds now, I might as well just return it and get your money back rather than to go and find something that isn't your size or is not damaged. You just get your money back, because if that's the way it's going to be, why even waste time with it? But there are better deals out there for money back. All right, you just got to look for them. They've even got online stuff going on uh, that's out there for better deals. But I'll tell you, there are there's particular companies that offer a better deal, a better money back. So that way, you're only paying so much. You're paying less than you thought you would, probably even less than you would with your major credit card to a bank. So they're out there. Those deals are out there. That's what you want to find. If you have to go on a trip, you want to be able to get as much discounted so that you can afford it, rather than to go into debt, going to a place and say, well, this is the only price we have. Come on. There's better deals. You've got to track those deals. You got to make sure you're getting them. And there may be even better deals than what you're getting right now. So you have to look into that. And I'm hoping this sinks in, that you can't just accept what a company says is a real good deal at 1 or 2 or 3%. Look for a better deal. May have one that you can check out. Just check out the link below. Take care. Get some money back. This is Casino Mike.